Persuasion and influence. Leading a project requires constant negotiations with a variety of stakeholders, and you will need to depend on your skills to persuade and influence them during your negotiations. Persuading is the act to cause people to do or to believe in something. Influencing is the power to change other people's beliefs and ideas without directly forcing them. The use of some simple persuasion tactics can increase your ability to turn the negotiation process to your favor. Robert Cialdini, in his book Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion, lays out 6 simple principles of persuasion which govern how we influence and are influenced by others. By understanding persuasion laws, you can control how much others can influence you as well as how you use them to your benefit during negotiations. These principles are reciprocity, commitment, liking, scarcity, authority, and social proof. Leaders who are masters of the art of persuasion are highly successful in their negotiations and will do their best not only to get the agreement but also to meet the needs of the other party. Principle of reciprocity. People in general try to repay in kind what another person has provided to them. If someone gives you something you want, then you will wish to reciprocate because you now feel obligated. You can use reciprocity by giving small favors to key stakeholders that will buy you some goodwill, and then they will be more open to listen to your position during negotiations. For example, when participating in a negotiation for a partnership with a similar organization, by providing them with attention, information, small concessions, and respect, you would likely receive the same from them in return. In order to maximize the principle of reciprocity in a negotiation, you should be the first to give and be sure that what you give is personalized and unexpected. Principle of consistency. People feel compelled to be consistent with their past behaviors, opinions, actions, or statements. When someone makes a commitment, it's even more likely that they will follow through with that commitment. When negotiating, you can activate the consistent principle by recognizing a prior commitment and connect it to your current request. If possible, take it a step further by getting the commitment in writing, because people tend to live up to what they write. The more public the commitment, the stronger the pull to a related request. For example, an organization you're trying to negotiate a partnership agreement will be more open to your proposal when they have agreed on a previous commitment. Principle of liking. People are more easily influenced by those they like. When negotiating, take the necessary time to find shared interests and points of agreement before going into your idea, proposal, or recommendation. The goal is to get to know people more meaningfully before engaging in the negotiation. For example, the organization you are negotiating and a partnership, you can find out if their goals, ideas, or aspirations are similar to yours and use them as an opportunity to create a connection during the negotiation process. By identifying those similarities, the other party will be more open to your ideas and proposal. Principle of scarcity. People want what they can have. In a project negotiation situation, it's important to describe the unique or otherwise unattainable advantages of any recommendation or offer you make. It's also important to tell people what they could lose if they don't move in your recommended direction. The use of time can be applied as a factor that increases the principle of scarcity. For example, if you let the other party know that your proposal has a unique advantage to them and no one else will be able to make the same offer in the same conditions. Principle of authority. People typically follow the lead of those they perceive as credible and knowledgeable experts. Before you start negotiating, you can provide the person you want to influence with articles about your accomplishments, credentials, background, and expertise of you and your organization. For example, when negotiating with another organization for partnership opportunities, you can send them information about the extent of the expertise of your organization that will give you the authority edge during the negotiation process. Principle of social proof. People often rely on others for cues on how to think, feel, and act. This tendency to look to and follow the lead of similar others is the strongest in situations with uncertainty. To use social proof effectively in a negotiation situation, it's important first to present testimonials from others that are similar to the other negotiator. For example, during those partnership negotiations, you can send them information of what other similar organizations that you have made partnership with have to say about the relationships with your organization. Negotiation is an essential component in development projects, and your ability as a project leader to influence others is a vital skill. But the key is to influence ethically, using these principles to only get what you want with no consideration to the other party's needs and interests will only result in a one-time win. Successful use of influence principles are sustainable when you seek to achieve your objectives and guide the other party to the optimal decisions for their needs. That's how your negotiation skills can benefit everyone and lead to true and lasting results.